All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy MMG Smurf, and today we got a hot topic. Today we're talking about the upgrade to the Lino blockchain. So, as many of you that use DLive.tv may know, and some of you guys don't really know, but DLive.tv is on a blockchain, which is what makes it so special. And the blockchain is still on the testnet, and it's not an official cryptocurrency. It's just a token, so it's just on the testnet. But they're undergoing some changes right now, which have some people upset. Um, it seems like most a little indecisive in the, but I wanted to cover that. Anyways, that's what I wanted to cover that. So first things first, let's go through some of these changes, upgrades to the blockchain that are happening today. This is going to be a 6 to 12 hour upgrade. I would suggest to just go with the 12-hour frame because even in maybe even after blockchain upgrades, things can be a little whatever. It's like anything else, like when something debugs. Um, so expect 12 hours. During the upgrade, certain features will be unavailable. Purchasing Lino points, donating to streamers, subscribing to streamers, DLive chess, deleting replays, basically any of the cool features that you'd expect to do, you can't. You can pretty much just stream and talk to people. It's like Twitch. So DLive has become Twitch during the time that it's down. You can imagine that. With the exception of you're a small streamer that's not going to get any donations. Just imagine that. That's you're going back to day two. Um, but you have an audience. Hey, what changes are being made? Increased transactions per second. So that's a big change. Congratulations on that. Everybody seems to be updating their networks in the blockchain world, so I'm not really surprised. But this is Lino Network making sure they're keeping up. Increased stability for development of additional applications. I love to see that because something that people forget is that DLive.tv is not the Lino blockchain. The Lino blockchain exists, and then DLive.tv is the first application on the Lino blockchain. And they have a deal with Lino to make the first successful application on the Lino blockchain. So let's keep reading. Content bonus will be distributed to eligible streamers automatically. You do not need to be so now the content bonus that you get from DLive with lock points, or maybe it's the other one, will be distributed automatically. I honestly get the two mixed up. I have to go to my Lino account and oops, it's closed. And see. Where are we at? Here we go. Transfer and claiming rewards in your Lino wallet will be subject to a blockchain transaction fee. So this is the real big one that we want to talk about today is the blockchain transaction fee. Some people might be upset about this blockchain transaction fee, and we're actually going to click through this next portion, this next link, and read a little bit more about it. Yeah, just click out of that. Okay, so this I've already read through it, but this is just them basically explaining that much like other networks, to maintain a free model and to maintain a decentralized model, you have to interact these fees that the network will charge its users for certain transactions. Now, currently, a lot of these transactions have been happening with DLive, and they're in the testnet and this and that. So there's no transaction fees that have been happening across the blockchain, and so people are just sending transactions back and forth, and it's like kind, and there's no issues. Um, but typically, a blockchain would take a small percentage of that, and that's why when you look at tokens on blockchain, and you'll see this in just a second. I'll scroll down here. Let's actually scroll down real far. You'll see multiple decimal points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 spaces here. So I think Bitcoin has like I don't know, is it 16? It's a lot, like 11? I don't know. I can't remember how many Satoshi there are. These are Lino points. So one full Lino point, and then I forget what an individual Lino is. It might just be an individual Lino, but these are like Satoshi. You can imagine these as in Bitcoin, one full Bitcoin is one. And then Satoshi are like the little decimals. So those are all portions of a Lino point, and you'll notice this when new accounts are created and stuff like that. It may be in your account itself. I know my personal accounts like that, but you'll see new accounts are created with zero point 0.5 or 0.05 Lino points right now. So you can expect this to be going down over time. There's an inflation working into the platform, guys. With all of this is happening, and I'll let you guys read into the nitty gritty detail. They give you a lot of detail about how the transactions are going to be happening, how much it's going to be costing, this and that. What I want to focus in on is that this is not just like the platform, because I feel like some people might be, oh, negative current transactions. Look at these costs. This was honestly pretty low for the current price of Lino. So at 0% to all the way to 23% almost, it's not even cost you a Lino point. It's still not going to cost you a Lino point at 5 or 50% of the network being backed up. And so this is only to wallet transfers also. So this is only to people that are probably streamers that are sending Lino account to Lino account transfers. Like Money Match Gaming, we send Lino account to Lino account transfers because we pay gamers like that. 62%, one Lino point finally. So that'd be currently 1.2 cents USD at 62% of things being clogged up. At 100%, it's going to cost you 10 Lino points to send that transaction. But that's at 100% clogged up. Networks really shouldn't be 100% clogged up, 150, that's 200% or 200 Lino points. And so when you look at these numbers, again, the network it shouldn't get to this. But when you look at these numbers and realize it should never get to this, and at this, it's only one. One thing is that that's pretty low for cost. The second thing, because for most of the time it seems like it's probably going to be just in the decibels or Satoshi, pretty much, And the second thing would be that it seems like this is prepping for scale. It seems like you can take that in at the 1 cent and you can be like, okay, but honestly, how is that going to cover the cost and the fees of a network? And it's like that would cover the cost and fees of any network if the cost of a Lino point was worth more than 1 cent. No. And if you go mainnet and you're currently worth 1.2 cents, I'd imagine, with most cryptocurrencies out there being worth at least 1 cent or disappearing, that you're going to be worth at least 1 cent. So maybe the value goes up a little bit, guys. And that's just speculation, but that's what I'm seeing from this. I don't think this is the downside. I think that this whole development, this upgrade, is a major bonus for the Lino blockchain. I congratulate you guys on implementing something like this to keep up with the other networks, to implement some type of fee like this outside of DLive, which is an application. They have their own setup to go back into rewarding content creators. But for the blockchain to develop itself, with this network so that we can start to get more validators, whatever. It's probably really good for validators, honestly, because I've been looking at that and I'm like, what are some of the incentives? And I'm imagining some of that goes to pay the validators, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think about these changes? And I haven't read anything about the validator specifically, but what do you guys think about the changes, the upgrades coming to Lino blockchain today? It's your boy MMG Smurf. I'll talk to you guys next time.